Good morning. It's Friday, January 26th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals are higher after yesterday's mixed session. You have February gold up $6 at 2023. March silver up 10 cents at 23.04. March copper unchanged at 3.87. And April platinum up $12.50 at 9.07. So looking at the markets, one thing I usually do on Fridays, I write down the year-to-date performance. So copper down about 0.5%, gold down 2%, silver down 4%, platinum down 10%, and palladium down 15%. So if you look at palladium and platinum, those are your worst two commodities out there. I'm talking the entire complex from top to bottom, worst two commodities as far as performance-wise. So we really want to monitor, what the fundamentals that have driven it to those historical lows here, especially year to date. And then also, just looking at price action, you do have palladium just hovering above the price of platinum. I remember when they were deeply inverted, then you saw platinum up at $2,000. Now that's been halved. What's going on here? Those are the kind of things, the weekend readings that I like to do. Look and see what changes happen in automotive industry, in the supply demand structure, things like that. You got to do your homework over the weekend as well. So looking today, we're going to have a bunch of stuff come out. We've got personal income, personal spending, but this is where things get interesting. We get the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. That's the core PCE index in the PCE index. You're going to want to look at that. So the markets are definitely going to move at 7:30 when that thing comes out. Probably in one big way or the other, or it'll be dramatic wicks that will close unchanged, things like that. A lot of times, those are areas where you can catch a small scalp on something if you have a slight hunch as to where you think these numbers are going to go. So we estimate that personal spending increased 0.3%, personal income increased 0.3% in December. The core PCE most likely rose, but just a little bit less than that 2%, which is what they are expecting to come out. So if we get a number that's in line with expectations, we'll probably see another relief rally back to the upside. Things that I'm also watching here, obviously CME Fed Watch Tool, 97.4% chance they don't cut next week. March is a 49% of a 25 basis point. May is a 90% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut. China, they continue to direct stimulus into sectors of national importance. They're also going to cut the reserve ratio, and they're trying to really boost confidence in that second largest economy. So looking at the year ahead, some things that I'm watching, like for the gold market, for instance, in order for it to make new all-time highs, it's really the timing, the pace, and the depth of these interest rate cuts. So I think that originally we were expecting 150. Now it's probably closer to 100. So you got to bring that upper target down just a notch. The fact that interest rate cuts are expected will put a small floor in the market, in my opinion. You always want to watch the dollar index. If you see a big move up in the gold market and you see the dollar index trickling higher, you're going to see gold melt off throughout the day. Those are a couple things that I monitor. If you had to have three charts on the screen, you should have the dollar, the 2-year yield, and then also the gold market. Those three work in a pair. So other things, if you get the Fed cuts, the central bank buying, and the geopolitics stays heated, I think that could be a perfect storm here for precious metals going higher. You do have crude oil futures backing off. I did a segment on the Schwab Network here yesterday on covering crude oil. I also do cover metals at some point later in the video. I thought it was a good quality interview, so I'm going to post that in the Metals Minute as well in the email if you do get the email version, and give me any feedback you got. So you guys have a question? Thank God it's Friday. Raining down here. Probably not going to be able to get much fishing in. We got double red flags, rip tide. It's just, it's going to be a sit and side watch football type weekend. So reach out anytime. You guys got any questions, give me a call. 312-858-7303. Remember, futures option trading involves risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.